Hey guys, it's Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews, coming back at you again this week with another Bible review. This week I'm going to review the ESV Pitt Minion Reference Bible by Cambridge Bibles. Now, if you saw my Instagram and or Facebook post, I said this was going to be the last of my Cambridge Bibles because I've already reviewed the Topaz and I already reviewed the Clarion that was rebound by Paul's Leather. I was wrong. I do have one more. This is the last of my ESVs. I do have, and I may or may not do a review on this one. This is also a Clarion, but this is a New American Standard. If I do a review on this one, what I'll do is maybe like a comparison video with the ESV. That way you can basically see the difference between the Paul's Leather and the goatskin that Cambridge puts out. But we'll see. I know that there is a diadem that just came out, which we'll talk about that in a minute. And they are coming back out again with the Eagle, or the wide margin, or now going to be called the Aquila. I think it's due in May, according to Evangelical Bible's website. But this is the Pitt Minion. And this is a neat little Bible. As you can see, it comes in this nice little clamshell box here. It is a red letter. I do love Cambridge's boxes, their presentation and everything. I think they're neat. You turn it over, and you can pause the video right there to see your ISBN and everything. It is a paragraph format. Like I said, it is a red letter text. It does have your references, concordance. It is printed on ultra-thin, smooth, and opaque paper, lightweight paper. It does have the art gilding, the red under gold, maps, and 2 ribbon markers. It is a sewn binding, and it is a goatskin leather cover. We'll put the box over there, and here's the little Bible. These little things are they're great. I mean, I don't have big hands. I mean, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", and kind of a big guy. But as far as my hands go, I don't have like big, hands. But look, I cover this whole, Bible here, So, but that's the beauty of these. That's what we like about it, that it's a portable little Bible. The goat skin on this is kind of stiff. It's grainy, but it's because it's got a paste down liner, which we'll look at that in a minute. As you can see, it's not sewn around the perimeter, but it's tooled. It's got a tooled perimeter, which is kind of neat. I like that. And the reason why I like that is because you can throw this in your pocket. Like I wear cargo shorts some and cargo pants. It would fit in one of those pockets. I've heard some people say it fits in the back pocket of their jeans. Or you could, if you're a lady, you could throw this in your purse, or a guy, you could throw it in your backpack, your man satchel, your man purse, or whatever you want to call them, but briefcase, your whatever. And what I like about it not being a sewn binding, sometimes when they sew those, it might have a little bit, of the end, and it might get hung. Whereas it's tooled, you don't have to worry about that. Here's the spine. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tooled hubs. They're not really raised. They're just kind of, tooled in there. But you can see Holy Bible, English Standard Version, and Cambridge. There's your 2 little red satin ribbons. And I know that I have talked about crossway ribbons before and, kind of trashed on them a little bit. But these 2 little ribbons, that's all you need for this little Bible. I'm sure you could replace them, put Beresfords in there if you wanted to, but I don't see the point. These little ribbons are perfect for this Bible. But let's get inside. So like I said, this is a goatskin leather cover. You see that. And it is a paste down vinyl end sheet here. But I like how, there's the corner work you can see, but I like how they do their paste down liner. They do it well. Cambridge does. So this thing will last. You open it up, you got your presentation page, and that's it. Then you get right to it. The Holy Bible, English Standard Version. and turn it one more, the Holy Bible, English Standard Version, ESV, Cambridge Bibles. Oh, and here's that. There's the gold, and see how it goes to that red. They do a good job with their art gilding, I personally think. Now you get to your publisher's page. And this is the 2011 text edition of the ESV. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I believe they probably will still make these. And I'd say the next run, I'm kind of hoping they'll have the 2016 edition. I mean, they may or may not. There wasn't a huge update between the 2011 and the 2016 on the ESV, so, you know, it's fine. But this was printed and bound in the Netherlands by Royal Youngblood. And as you can see there, this is a 6.75 point on 7-point lexicon. So it is a small print. We'll look at that in a minute. But got your table of contents. We'll set this back down. And the paper, I like the paper. Like I said, it was that lightweight paper, but it's good little paper. You got your books of the Bible in alphabetical order, the preface to the ESV, and like I always say, if you're not familiar with the translation, read that, the Old Testament, and then here we go, Genesis. Yep, that's small print. But that's what makes this the Bible that it is. It does have center column references, and you got your notes here at the bottom, your cross references and everything, and your footnotes, different things like that are all over here. But it is a double column paragraph format. You've got this black line that divides it up, and it's not too bad. It depends on your lighting. I know that I have taken this to church where there is good lighting, and I've read it here at home where I've got good lighting, and or under one of my lamps that has good lighting, and I can read it. And you guys know I don't have the best eyesight in the world. So, but you can see I'm already on Genesis 2, and it's wanting to raise up a little bit, but it'll lay flat. It'll lay flat pretty quickly. But let's get over here. There we go. That way you can really see it. But what's cool about this Bible, if you have the diadem or the wide margin, it is the same exact pagination. I've seen one diadem in person, and it was the hardback, and I just kind of glanced at it. I didn't really look at it. But it's this, but the font's a little bigger. And the same thing for the wide margin. It's this, but they, of course, expanded out where you've got your, your wide margin, even into the gutter, the top, bottom, and the side. So, you've got the same pagination, same Bible, which is cool. Let's flip over here to the Psalms. And of course, as you can see, it is a verse-by-verse poetic setting there. So they do it quite well, I think. And Cambridge makes good Bibles. I like Cambridge Bibles. I know a lot of people like Schuyler's, and I like Schuyler's too. I like Cambridge, though. I think Cambridge does really good with their Bibles. Let's flip over here. We'll get to the New Testament. And as you can see, went a little bit too far there, but it is a red letter text. And, red letter isn't my favorite, but Cambridge does good with their red letters. It's very readable. It's not pink or anything. It's just a good red print and everything. So they do fine with that. I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind a red letter as long as it's done good. And Cambridge does theirs really good. It's a consistent red throughout. So yeah, I don't have as much of a problem with their red letter. That's where I'm kind of conflicted on the diadem on what I want to do. They have them now in the leather editions, but they either have a calf split or a calf skin, and they don't have goat skin in them. The calfskin, I think, is like $231, and it's a red letter edition, but it comes with 3 of these ribbons. Whereas the hardback only comes with 1 ribbon, and it's a black letter. But of course, it's also only $25. But what my thought was on the hardback, I've debated on getting one of those and letting Jeff Rice rebind it. And when I say rebind it, I don't mean one of his typical, rebinds. I've talked to him about it, and he said that his new Isaiah line that he does is best for hardbacks. So I've thought about doing that, but I don't know. I'm still kind of up in the air. Because like I say, I don't mind Cambridge's goatskin. I like it. I reviewed the Topaz and talked about it, and then same on that Clarion over there. Let me get here to the back. Here's the end. You get to Revelation 22, and you've got a table of weights and measures and monetary units, and you've got your concordance, and this little Bible has got a decent little concordance in it. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's a good little, let me just show you how many pages you got here. I mean, it doesn't have the page number, so I mean, I'd have to individually count it, and I'm not going to do that. But look, that's a decent, little concordance for this little Bible. Man, that's quite a few pages. And then you get to your Cambridge Bible maps, and of course you have your index, which I love. I think Cambridge does really well on that. You flip through that, and then you get to your Cambridge, maps, which I've talked about. Them and Holman are my 2 favorite map makers, because, both of them use this cardstock, but it's not a glossy cardstock, so it's not shiny. And I think both of them have good colors. They're different in the way they do their colors, but I really like the Cambridge colors. To me, the Cambridge Bibles look like the old school traditional maps, but done right, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just think these are wonderful. They're maps. And we'll keep going here. Get to the last ones. You got one more piece of cardstock there. And you got a little bit thicker cardstock. And then you got your vinyl liner again. And I did forget to mention this is an edge-lined edition, I believe. I believe these are edge-lined. And then you get to the back. And that's it. Now, what I've seen a lot of people do, they'll take one of their Pigma microns and they'll do this with it and just carry it, they'll clip it on and carry it around. You can look on YouTube here. I know Matthew Everhard has done it. But he's done crash tests where he carries this around like he'll have, year 1, year 2, year 3, and I forgot what year. He might have done a 4-year crash test where he's, carried around his little Pitt Minion and rode in it and, all these different things. So you can check that out. But, and go subscribe to his channel. Now, I know I usually shout out people that are, don't have as big of a YouTube channel, or they're kind of like me, but Dr. Everhard has a lot of followers, but he does great videos, great content. He does, he has some Bible reviews, but he discusses theology a lot and different things. He is a Reformed Presbyterian pastor in the PCA, and he's a Jonathan Edwards scholar. So if you want to learn about Edwards, go follow Dr. Everhard. But he does. You can go through his videos and see all the different ones he has on the Pitt Minion and the wide margin and everything. He's a fan of Cambridge Bibles, which, like I say, I am too. I like them. The Clarion is a little different. The goatskin is very similar to this goatskin. To me, they feel about the same. But notice here, see, like I say, this one's kind of stiff. This one's more floppy, and the reason why is that it has got a vinyl liner. It's not a paste down. So that's going to be your difference. But as you can see, as far as footprint goes, the Clarion is just a little bit taller, not much, but where I'll put it on top of it here, that way you can see. But see where your major difference is, it's just a tick taller and just a tick wider. But here's your difference. Look at that thickness. But the reason being is this is the Clarion has a bigger font, and it's a single column. So it's, of course, it's naturally going to be a thicker Bible. But I like the Clarion too. To me, I've reviewed this one before as far as the ESV goes. This is my Paul's Rebind. But again, what I like about it is it's a good, hand size, handheld, Bible. It's not huge. I've been doing my daily readings in this, and when I open it up, I'm just opening it somewhere to read it. It fits in the hand really well. It's not a heavy Bible in my opinion. So to me, the Clarion is another good choice. Now, I will say this: I think they're running low on stock of Clarion, so the price of them has kind of went up. I know that I've seen a few of the ESV goatskin Clarions. They're upwards of $245, and I just checked. Right now, as far as a Pitt Minion goes, if you're interested in picking one of these up, Evangelical Bible does not have them. They just don't have any right now for the ESV anyway. On Amazon, you can pick up a Pitt Minion. Like right now, I'm looking at one. Here's a brown calf split. It's $96.20. There's another one for $90.86. Here's one that's imitation leather. I think it's like it's just imitation leather is what they call it. It's $54.77. And then you go on down and there's no more. So I don't even know if you can pick up a goat skin. But just to give you an idea, the ESV Clarion in goat skin is $259. So that kind of gives you an idea. I think it's just the ESV they might be running out of, because here's an NIV Pitt Minion in brown goat skin on Amazon, and it's $87.99. So you can get they have this in several translations. I know I primarily review ESVs on here. I mean, I've done other translations, but that's because that's the translation that my church uses, is the ESV, and that's the one I read from. But looking on Evangelical right now, they have some NASB pits. They have a black goat skin for $110 or a brown goat skin for $110. So you can get the pit on there. And they also have the wide margin, which would be the companion in black goat skin for $230. And I think that they're actually going to do the diadem in the New American Standard. I'm almost 100% sure that that's going to be one of their next editions in the diadem. So they also have the King James version in the Pitt Minion. The only one they've got right now is a brown goat skin. It's $100. And then they have the New King James. Let's see. They do have the Pitt Minion in it. The brown or the black goat skin. The black goat skin is $107.50, and the brown is $102.50. And then the black calf split is $85. That's in the New King. And then the NIV, they have the Pitt Minion in brown goat skin for $107.50. Black goat skin is $107.50, and black calf split is $90. And then the last one, which this is a translation I do not own. Now, they don't make it in a Pitt Minion. It's the New Reader's Standard Version, the NRSV. So they don't have it in a Pitt Minion. But that gives you a good idea. They've got the ESV, the New American, the King James, the New King James, the NIV, and the Pitt Minion. So, this may or may not be something you're interested in. Like I say, I do like this little Bible. It's a good little portable Bible. Oh, and you can see it's got red and yellow head and tail bands. I'll show those to you there. But, I mean, just the, like I say, just the size of it. I mean, it's nothing. Let me get my ruler here. We'll do some measurements. So on the outside, it is 5 inches wide, and what is that, like a little over 7 1/4. But again, this is where it shines. It's an inch thick. I mean, so this is a tiny little Bible. It's perfect little portable Bible. But as always, I enjoy you guys listening to me talk about these. By the way, the interview that I did with Reformed Meditations just dropped this past Thursday. I'll link it in the notes below. Me and Lee, we talked about Bibles for, I think it was like a 45-minute interview. So we, you can hear me talk about different things there. And go give it a listen if you don't mind. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. Like and share, or like my page on Facebook. Give me a follow on Instagram. Both of those are at Rural Bible Reviews. I really appreciate you guys that are here every week that listen to me and like my stuff, share my stuff. It means a lot to me. This is just something I enjoy doing. Give me some ideas in the comments below if you want to see other, what Bibles you might want to see reviewed. If I have it, I'll review it. But like I say, I might do a comparison video between the two Clarions that I own there, just to give you an idea on that. But if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. And until next time, grace and peace.